好，继续找第13刀。上一次说到那个找车上找到捅那个人是12个人，一人捅1刀，然后现在突然发现他有第13刀，然后主角男女主角就去找那个第13刀的人是谁。所有嫌疑人现在是在火车上，然后男女主角下车找那个死者笔记上的约了的人，然后找他，然后找寻那个线索。现在是要找船到对面河。
Every carnival, my friends and I mask, and every carnival, we lose one another.
You have my full confidence, mademoiselle. I'll leave it to you.
It's calm and relaxing, although not as clean as it could be.
"我们在 A、B 店，然后去 C 店。然后等一下应该要去喷水池，但是喷水池应该在O吗？O吗？它好像不是英文。
It's impossible to find a gondolier during carnival.
哦，现在是要找船夫，但是应该找不到那个吗？
Hi there. We'd like to cross the canal, please.
There is a bridge about 1 kilometer down the canal.
Please. According to the map, the Fontana dei Conigli is just across the canal here.
No, I, Gabriele, cannot help you. I'm sorry.
We'll miss the 10 o'clock rendezvous if we try to get through this crowd, and have to walk 1 kilometer in both directions. Why is he refusing to take us across? He looks upset. I should try to find out why. If it's a matter of price, I'm sure we can work it out.
Money? Money won't help me now.
His problem isn't money. What is it then?
那我只能选钱呢。
If it's a matter of price, I'm sure we can work it out.
Money?
His problem isn't...
是什么？
Bella Chiara, the beautiful Chiara. A beautiful name for a beautiful gondola.
自己不能开船吗？
Ah, what a sham. A beautiful bouquet crushed by revelers.
Ancora una volta sono dalla parte spagliata del canale per la festa.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
有人猜测。不是首购，但是花束不是主要问题啊，应该是吵架了吧？ B 开头。
No, I did something wrong. Not bad. Score. 1 for the good guys. I'm sorry you had a fight with Chiara.
What? How
Here.
did you know?
I'm a detective. I'd like to help, if I can.
If you have a spare engagement ring, detective, I'll take it.
Ah, I see. You lost the engagement ring you were planning to give Chiara?
Lost? It is worse than that. I threw it away in the canal. I bitterly regret this gesture. I now find myself without a girlfriend and without a ring.
If we find the ring, maybe the gondolier will take us across.
You are right. There is not much time. I will help you.
你怎么帮？你怎么帮？帮啊！去哪了？哎，你怎么帮？掉河里耶，那个戒指再掉进河里，你要怎么帮？ 班呢？怎么站在这？
Every carnival, my friends and I mask, and every carnival, we lose one another.
It's impossible to find a gondolier during Carnival.
It's calm and relaxing, although not as clean as it could be.
"怎么过去对面啊？帮他找戒指。他人一直来来回回，怎么办？给建议啊！发动超能力，没有超能力啊！他们没有钱。 没，主要是没有地方可以买戒指。唯一的摊贩是买饮料的，好像是饮料吧。排队。下不去。嗨，没有其他对话内容啊。他哪里有戒指？哦，那边吗？ 诶，猫猫，哦，这里啦。等一下哦。
There are too many plastic bottles in the world.
在这啦。
I know someone who'll be happy. I don't need an empty soda can.
完全。啊。终于找到了。
Excuse me. I believe I have something that belongs to you.
Mamma mia, grazie
Mamma
mille,
mia.
signorina. With this, I can now win my Chiara's heart again. I know it. How to thank you?
My friend and I need to get to the other side. We have a very important date at the Fontana di Conigli.
Ah, yes. The rabbit fountain. Of course, I'll take you across. Then I will call Chiara. Hopefully, she will forgive me.
I'm sure she will.
Well done, Detective Locke.
This district of Venice is very charming. You will love it.
应该要去左边。哎，渡个河渡这么久。
If it's not too much to ask, can you wait for us until we return?
Yes, no worries. I can call Chiara from here. To find the fountain, walk along the quay on the left, then cross the bridge and you are there. You cannot miss it.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Signorina. You have made me the happiest
Signorina.
gondolier in Venice. Chiara, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. 妈妈。兔子喷泉。到了兔子喷泉，哪里可以找得到街头人？这个女人吗？刚出门的那个。
It's 9:55. The right time in the right place. Now AW just needs to show up.
You made me run, Detective Locke. Poirot does not run. I'll wait, sitting down.
Did you see anyone who could be AW?
No, no one. But who knows what those masks and costumes are hiding?
AW。
We have an appointment, I believe.
I don't think so. I've never met you.
AW。兔子是刚刚这个女人吗？这边应该不是，只是单纯挡住我的路。冰淇淋。
I have an appointment with you, don't I?
No, dove la tua maschera?
No, la tua maschera.
Did you have an appointment here at the fountain?
Yes, to party.
We have an appointment, I believe.
I don't think so. I've never met you.
I have an appointment with you, don't I?
No, dove la tua maschera?
前裤子先生看手表了，裤子先生。之前的那个图画是粉红色吗？还是紫色？
Did you have an appointment here at the fountain?
Yes, to party.
Say up. Eh? 这边可以进哎。
If there's no one to help me, they won't mind if I help myself.
AW.
Aziz Wadi. That's the
Aziz
only name that
Wadi.
corresponds to the initials AW.
Spaziente? Non ti ho sentito? Posso aiutarla?
要说什么？
I'm sorry, I don't speak Italian. Do you speak English?
Of course, signorina. How may I bother you?
Señorita.
How? What? Oh, I have an appointment with one of your guests.
What is the name?
I have an
Aziz
appointment
Wadi.
with Mr. Aziz Wadi. Do you know if he's here?
Well, unfortunately, he left the hotel this morning. He seemed to be in a hurry, but he left a carta. You
Carta.
are?
I'm Mrs. Ratchet.
Mr. Wadi asked me to give the message to the signore, but I suppose this is okay.
觉得有人在监视我们换电话见面。爱丽丝坐在喷泉边，她看了一眼白色兔子掉下来，突然兔子逃走了。爱丽丝在车子后面，这一次请让爱丽丝成为你的向导，穿过狭窄的小巷，通过桥梁，爱丽丝遇到两个男人，她在争执谁的帽子更高，然后他的脚带着他回到狭巷中，然后小广场里面，他看到喝茶的猫 俏皮的猫逃进另外一个巷子，爱丽丝追上去，她大步旋转的来到大广场，里面有个扑克牌，士兵的营地，他们朝着他方向行进而来，跑了跑，走到码头的尾端有一个巨大的门，长着蛇妖眼、女妖的眼，要他密码。那是一路汇集起来的密码。
The receptionist is here. No need to ring the bell.
妈妈，
So, mademoiselle, was our mysterious A.W. here?
No, but I managed to get his name, Aziz Wadi, and a letter he wrote for
Wadi.
Ratchet. It seems to be a kind of riddle rhyme.
Let me see. Well, Ratchet and Mr. Wadi must love this book to refer to it so much.
Yes, I think we have to search and find the tracks that this person left for Ratchet to find him.
I think so. Lead the way, Mademoiselle Locke.
坐在喷泉旁，然后白色的兔子看了白色兔子，然后逃走了。哦，应该跑到这个方向吗？穿过狭窄的小巷。通过狭窄的小巷，Queen 啊？穿过狭窄的小巷，通过桥栏，遇到两个男人。是欸，没有欸，两个男人。那怎么有个这么时髦的发廊？这是什么？ 哦，这个场景有点晕。扑克牌 A4吗？那我走太快了，应该刚刚有线索的。哦，兔子是2，兔子是2，扑克牌是1还是4，或者4？还有哪些啊？兔子，然后遇到2个，然后喝茶的猫，扑克牌，蛇发女妖脸。应该是这边吧。喝茶的猫，这是喝茶的猫吗？不是，这是扑克牌。喝茶的猫。好晕哦！这是吃雪糕的猫。这边有扑克牌。是兵营吗？如果是兵营的话，就是这个6。我看一下哦，他是说扑克牌是兵营地，那就是6，不是4，是6。但是喝茶的猫，喝茶的猫是刚刚那个猫店吗？应该是吗？哦，有点晕。 穿过桥了。哦，好晕哦，好晕哦！哎呀，好晕哦！密码，帽子，密码是8。但是有帽子吗？又回来了。白色裤子是2，然后穿一个小小。小夏，穿过桥网，应该会看到贞子的帽子更高。然后会回去，脚会回去，可以回去的。啊， 该是他。哦，帽子是刚刚那个帽子，帽子是好像是8。对，帽子高帽子是8，然后他回到喝茶的猫是4，然后扑克牌兵营是6。跑，码头尾端。尾端是 N 还是 F 呢？是个好问题。先去 I 那边看看。没有巨大的门。那就是另外一边。啊，好晕啊！对，应该就是这边。哎，这边有个酒哎。第一个兔子是2。然后帽子是8，然后回到喝茶的猫是4，然后金银扑克牌是6，然后现在这个是9，耶！没人了，哎，突然这么安静的。W， 哦，他杀人了。
Hey, you. I can't lose them.
哦不，要追他。哎！
Move over.
哦不！哦不！啊！哭啊！
Too many! Too many masks! The murderer could be standing there watching me and laughing.
Yes, Detective Locke?
The murderer got away. I'm coming back. But it looked like he dropped something when he climbed the first wall.
All right, I'll go and see. For my part, unfortunately, I could do nothing for the victim. He was already dead. I have already alerted the Italian authorities.
哦不！
I will see what I can find while I wait for them.
哦不，好运哦！唉。钱，眼镜。
A pair of women's glasses. Was Ratchet planning a new identity?
这个不是那个保姆的眼镜吗？不见的眼镜。
There must be several tens of thousands of dollars in this bag.
没有偷直播啊！
The victim was stabbed. Apparently the method of choice in this case.
没有偷直播啊！光明正大的直播啊！诶
A bunch of keys. If, as seems likely, Mr. Wadi is a resident of Geneva, then one of these may belong to his home there.
就是谋杀案，然
Various
后推
clothes in
理
his suitcase.
推理
Mr.
那
Wadi
个
was obviously
凶
planning
手
to
是谁
leave？ this city. Mr. Wadi's Swiss passport. I'll see if I can find a match on the internet to confirm his identity. 国籍，他是法国吧？ I do not think that's the right answer. No, not good. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot. The victim was stabbed. Apparently the method of choice in this case.
他跨过第一个栏杆的时候，有掉下东西。passport 咦
A false passport with Ratchet's picture. Clark?
这是第一个死
How
人。
many others? Now he will become
这死
Enrico
死
Caldo.
者
It
这
appears
火车上
Ratchet
死
changed
者
his
的
identity as often
passport
as his socks. This direction looks promising.
他应该是保姆那次的
I'm sorry, I
赎金
couldn't
吧
catch the suspect, Mr. Poirot.
There is
对
no
哦
need to
这是
apologize, mademoiselle. Your
一
efforts
个
were marvelous.
绑架
I
多
found
年
some
前的绑
information
架
about
案，
Mr. Wadi.
然后
Did you
发
access
生
the
成
FBI database?
那
Don't
个
worry,
火车
my
上的
little
谋杀
grey
案，
cells were
然后谋
enough.
杀案
However,
到现
The
在这
database
个
may confirm the origin of
这个
these
谋杀案
banknotes.
No need. I included them when I
一连
continued
串
my
的
investigation.
Excellent.
这是绑架案的那个赎金。然后我们要对那个钞票，钞票，80。是，是啊，哪里的钞票？这个吗？哦，这边。
That's it. No rookie mistake there. The detective gets it right. Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all. Mr. Poirot, it's part of the ransom money from the Armstrong case.
You are surprised?
I suppose not. So Ratchet had it in an account at the Banque du Lac.
It would seem so. He knew the serial numbers on the banknotes could be traced, and he could not spend it, so he stashed it there.
But now he's run low, something he didn't count on. He hopes enough time has passed so he can begin to spend the ransom money.
Ah, there is something else he didn't count on.
What's that?
He didn't count on you, Detective Locke, and your tenacity.
Thank you. But we are still left with a murderer on the loose.
But we progress. We know Mr. Wadi had an appointment with Ratchet. He had a bag full of money and a passport with Ratchet's photo, but a new name. What is your opinion about the passport?
I discovered that he was arrested in Armenia for trafficking in stolen art and was supposed to be arraigned in January. Once again, he changed his identity and vanished.
You are correct, mademoiselle. He also told me that he was threatened, and that threatening letter we found in his room was real. He had to disappear once again.
为什么没有带走钱？钱不是
The bag isn't very big. He could have easily run away with it. If he didn't take it, it was deliberate. He wasn't interested in the money. If the motive wasn't money, it leaves passion or revenge for motive.
So, Detective Locke, what do you think? Passion or revenge?
啊，到底是复仇还是情感纠纷？到底，但是如果是 谋杀案的那个绑架案的人都已经在火车上了，那只能是仇杀。
Revenge seems like an obvious motive to me. The murderer carefully followed Wadi from the fountain to the new meeting place despite Wadi's precautions. That is cold and careful.
Excellent. We cannot yet know for certain, but that is a sound psychological analysis. We have an idea of the motive. It is the same motive as that of our 12 would-be murderers on the train. But we still must know who was under that mask.
凶手是谁？和杀死凶手相同，雇佣的杀手，我不知道耶。通常就会说，答错的话就是说，不对，通常都是。应该不会自己杀自己吧？不对耶，他之前火车上那个凶手是曾经杀死过自己的同谋，然后再自己拿钱的，那可能是为了杀人灭口，就以免别人知道他的赎金去向，就把拿赎金的人杀死。
What if Ratchet hired a hitman to kill Wadi, in order to not leave a witness?
An interesting possibility, but it is much more likely that Mr. Wadi's killer is also Ratchet's killer.
Of course, if the two were stabbed in revenge, and both are tied to the Armstrong case.
Yes. So our murderer is linked to the Armstrong case.
Oh,
the money
yes.
is linked to the Armstrong case. But these glasses that I found in the bag, they must have something to do with this case too.
Wait, those glasses mean something to me.
对啊，他是保姆的。
Wait, I know. I've seen these. They belong to Susan Moreau, little Daisy's nurse. I remember seeing them in her bedroom. But they were gone the day she died.
I remember the press saying that the nurse had committed suicide.
I've always believed otherwise, and the glasses are proof that she was killed by Ratchet, or his accomplice. He took those glasses. I always had a gut feeling, but now, Mr. Poirot, now I have proof Suzanne was innocent.
Yes, you do. But the question I ask myself is this. Why did Ratchet keep these glasses?
受害者的战利品还是未来的假证据？
Ratchet used to leave fake evidence at the scene of his crimes to incriminate others. He did the same thing to frame Suzanne.
Possibly. But keeping an object belonging to his victim as a souvenir of the murder, that is the behavior of a fetishist.
Now that you mention it, in my investigation at the time, I had already found Daisy's hair clip in Ratchet's cabin, and now we find Suzanne's glasses in a bag for Ratchet.
2 objects from 2 victims of Ratchet. He is a trophy hunter.
Okay, we managed to clear up some of the gray areas. What now?
The bag only contained a fraction of the $1 million ransom of the Armstrong case. The rest must still be in a secure place. I will make a wager with you that it is the Banque du Lac in Geneva where Mr. Wadi worked.
Wadi was also the keeper of Ratchet's secrets. They were killed by the same murderer.
Agreed. Well, there is nothing more we can do here except wait for the police. Prepare yourself for a long evening with the police. We have a lot of explaining to do.
And after that,
A visit to Geneva, perhaps?
对，第9章完成。好漫长哦，没想到这么牵扯这么多事情，以为会很快解完，结果还有很多事情没有找到答案。
Here you are at last. I was worried about you.
We just left the police station. We had to explain to the Italian police that we were not murderers.
What? Another murder?
I'll tell you when we're underway. Are all passengers and staff aboard?
Yes, everyone is here. We were waiting for you.
Excellent. Let's not waste any more time. We have to make a longer than usual stop in Lausanne.
What? How long?
Long enough to do a little banking in Geneva.
Jennifer. 怎么了？快开
This
口
is madness. A 13th murderer of Ratchet?
Mon ami, he was not well liked.
But Monsieur Michel would have seen anyone enter Ratchet's compartment. And there were another 10 people milling about, taking their turn at stabbing him. How could they not notice an uninvited killer?
没有看到这名凶手，应该在他们之前，已经有人下手了。
The 13th killer could have acted when Michel was smoking on the platform at Vinkovsky. But even after the train departed, Michel was absent from his post at the end of the corridor several times the night of the murder. I must know where he really was and when.
还在火车上吗？我觉得不在了。
Oh, stay focused. We have evidence that he is still on the train. Yes, he most certainly returned to the train.
How can you be sure?
It's obvious. I mean, I hope Mr. Poirot agrees.
Please continue, Detective Locke.
哦，对，他离开的话，要去那边杀人的话，他其实最好也是搭火车。
The train is French. The murder took place in Slovenia, and the victim's body is in Italy. Jurisdiction won't be sorted out before the train reaches Paris. The murderer is probably content to sit tight aboard the train until Paris, where he can disappear.
It is undoubtedly a possibility, but we have no proof.
While I was chasing him, he was clearly running in the direction of Venice Station, where the Orient Express was waiting.
Very possibly, but it is not much in the way of proof, mademoiselle.
All the passengers and crew are still aboard. If the killer of Mr. Wadi had remained in Venice, we would have noticed right away that someone was missing, and we could have alerted the authorities.
I promise you, I made certain everyone was aboard before we embarked.
Book, calm yourself.
Calm myself? But we're back where we started. There is still another murderer on my train. Wait a moment. Can I change my mind about my verdict? Can we turn everyone over to the police?
Everyone? Including ourselves?
What? No. No. Oh, it's a nightmare.
Let us take it step by step, my friend. We can start by eliminating all of the members of the Ratchet jury.
有谁杀了？就是之前杀的都可以除掉，就是这个 这个，这个，这个，这个，这个，这个，1、2、3、4，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12。
Et voilà. If we eliminate the 12 jurors, we are left with 7 additional suspects.
7? It's still too many.
I agree. We must reduce our list.
Excuse my impatience, Poirot. It's as if my beautiful train is cursed. Can you exonerate any of the 7?
他不是吧？
Adequate. Book worked hard to get me aboard the train. He is definitely not a suspect.
他看到杀人犯，这我跟他一起看到杀人犯的，所以他不是。
Yes. Mademoiselle Locke cannot be a suspect. She pursued Mr. Wadi's murderer.
他一开始一整晚都在跟我的朋友，所以他应该不是。
Dr. Constantine alerted me to the 13th stab wound. He is not a suspect. My little gray cells did not let me down.
就剩4个。
I have 4 suspects left who I must now examine more closely. Miss Nielsen, Monsieur Maury, Monsieur Fauché, and Countess Andrény.
One of my employees? Suspicious?
All 3 got off the train in Venice to restock supplies. Any one of them might have slipped away without being noticed.
I suppose. But what of Countess Andrény? You cleared her yourself.
She is cleared of the first murder, but we know little of her movements here in Venice. So, we still have 4 suspects to interview. Detective Locke?
I can't join you, Poirot. My chief saw something on the news about the case and my involvement. He's demanding an explanation. If I want to keep my badge, I have to call him.
Then you must do so by all means.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I understand.
I'll make the call from my compartment. If you're looking for me, I'll be there.
I hate to say this, Poirot, but I must. There is, of course, one other suspect with a motive for murder. The ransom money.
You mean Detective Locke? Then who did she chase? Who killed Aziz? We both saw the masked murderer standing over the body.
查问呢？为什么你还可以坐在这里？你不是困在餐车吗？这员工不是应该在员工那边吗？哎，为什么你会弹钢
You
琴？
play well. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Thank you. Many years of piano lessons thanks to my mother. I try to play in a few clubs in Paris when I get the chance, but as you can see, it hasn't made me rich. What can I do for you?
Conversation only. Tell me again about your poker game the night of the murder.
It's a regular game to help relax after a long day. Let's see, we started around 11 p.m. We took a short break in Vinkovsky, Hotaru, Pierre and I. The game finished up around 2 a.m. We'd all had quite a bit to drink. Ah, yes, I left for about 10 minutes to refrigerate champagne for the next day. That must have been around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
May I see your knives?
Of course, they are here.
If you don't mind.
Help yourself. They are under the bar counter.
Tell me about your time in Venice.
I had Monsieur Book's permission to see my sister. She lives in Marghera, just outside of Venice. She had a baby a few weeks ago. This was my first chance to meet my new nephew.
Monsieur Book gave you permission?
Yes, you can ask him.
Most assuredly, I will. What time did you leave and when did you return?
I left around 9:10 p.m. I was back by 10:45 p.m. When I got back, Hotaru was in a lot of pain. I gave him a back massage.
That would have been enough time to kill Monsieur Wadi and return to the train. None of these come close to the wounds on either body.
Eh? 为什么都在这？先看这个毛利。
Good evening, Monsieur Mori. May I have a moment of your time? I have a few questions to ask you.
Of course, as long as you don't mind if dinner is ruined.
I promise to be as brief as possible. Tell me about your poker game the night of the murder.
We started around 11 p.m. when John finished his shift. We played until around 2 a.m. From what I remember, it's a bit vague.
You played without a break.
Actually, we did break once for a smoke. John, Pierre, and I. When we stopped in Vinkovsky.
When was that?
Around midnight?
Midnight。诶，但是他没有说谁那个男生去冷藏。
What did you do while we were stopped in Venice?
With Freya's help, I loaded fresh produce for the next part of our journey. Then, you may not believe this, but my job requires a lot of physical labor. My back suffers. Fortunately, Jean has become quite adept at separating my vertebrae.
As you may know, I have solved the murder of Monsieur Ratchet.
That is a shame.
I beg your pardon?
The bastard sent my steak tartar back, telling John I was to burn it.
I will add it to the list of his crimes. One wound on Monsieur Ratchet's body was struck by a very sharp, thin-bladed knife. We haven't found it yet.
You think one of mine was used?
I'd like to have a look, if you don't mind.
In that drawer.
他很多
An impressive set of knives, but their blades are too wide to have been used for the crime. Saffron. It must be worth a small fortune. A black feather. That reminds me of something.
黑 是羽毛。
The box is secured by some sort of locking mechanism. The design is formed by 3 commas. What is the word in Japanese? Tamoe. And it's obviously missing a piece. The box is secured by some sort of locking mechanism. The design is formed by 3 commas. What is the word in Japanese? Tamoe.
Tamoe.那要找
Good evening, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, Mr. Poirot. I'm not going to bed right away.
Can you tell me exactly about your poker game the night of the murder?
We started around 11 p.m. In Vinkovsky, we took a short break. Hotaru and Pierre went outside to smoke. Oh, and Hotaru got sick around a few minutes past 1 a.m. 1:10 a.m., maybe? He spent about 15 minutes in the bathroom, but he didn't want to quit on a losing streak.
Did his luck improve?
No, so we played to around 2 a.m. He lost every hand.
他说谎呢。
Can you tell me your movements while we were stopped in Venice?
That'll be easy. I didn't move much at all. Let's see. I helped Hotaru load all of the food crates aboard the train. Hotaru had everything he needed, but I realized they forgot half of my order. I spent over an hour on the phone with the supplier without success. I had to change the dessert menu for tomorrow.
Dr. Constantine found a stab wound on Ratchet's body that was caused by a much thinner and sharper blade than the others.
Possibly a chef's knife?
My thought precisely.
And you'd like to see my knives?
If you wouldn't mind.
I would gladly show you if I had any, but I don't. I use the regular kitchen knives. You may search if you don't believe me.
I see.
All the knives the staff use are in the kitchen or in the lounge, except...
Except?
Hotaru prefers to use his own.
Monsieur Mori doesn't use the kitchen knives?
Not usually. I know he keeps a set of traditional Japanese knives in a box in his room. He doesn't let anyone else use them. Although now that I think of it, he has been using the kitchen knives lately.
You can never have too many of these.
那他应该是常招的道具。不能过去。
You told Fauché he could go into Venice?
Marghera, actually. Not so far away. It was his only chance to see his sister. He's been working every train for weeks. There is never time to see the new baby.
Enough, Book. Your heart does you credit, but your common sense...
I know. But it's fine. Isn't it? He did come back.
Oh, it's fine, as you say. Unless he saw the baby, then killed someone else and returned to the train.
But that's monstrous.
Murder is always monstrous, my friend.
还有一个。
Ah, Michel, I have a few more questions to ask you, if you will allow me.
Anything, Monsieur Poirot. We are in your debt.
Let us review the actual timeline of the night of Ratchet's murder, not the one manufactured to hide your crime.
I left the train in Minkowski for a smoke. Then I resumed my post. That was the truth. The train departed on schedule. But then, of course, an avalanche of snow blocked the tracks. At 12:45, Madame Hubbard and I met in her compartment to discuss how to adapt our plan.
Due to the snow and Poirot.
The little play we had staged for you had to be rewritten. I left her compartment at approximately 1:15.
Then the curtain went up. Calls in the night, the red kimono, all for my benefit.
And all for nothing, as it turned out.
Do not blame yourself, Michel. I am the theater critic no playwright wants to see in the audience. Please tell me your movements when we were stopped at Venice Station.
Once the compartments were cleaned and the linen refreshed, I stayed in my quarters.
Did you notice anything special? Comings and goings?
Monsieur Bouc had asked everyone to stay in their compartments. I would occasionally walk the train to ensure everyone was comfortable. Oh, I saw Monsieur Maury was all alone loading his crates of provisions. A great chef like that, reduced to petty labor, I would have helped him. But Monsieur Bouc had ordered me not to leave the train for any reason. So, Monsieur Maury was forced to labor alone.
Doctor, I need to question Countess Andrény.
I'm afraid that won't be possible, Mr. Poirot. The Countess had an anxiety attack when we arrived in Venice. She was terrified the police would come for her and her husband, despite how you concluded your investigation. I had to give her a sedative. She has been sleeping since.
You have stayed with her all the time we were in Venice?
Count Andrény begged me to watch over her. I have not left this room.
You're the reason she's in this state.
Bouc voted to absolve you all. I accepted his verdict.
I told her. I tried to reason with her. What she has already suffered, the strain of these last few days, it was too much.
I understand, Count. It's quite all right. I have the answers I came for. I've talked to everyone, but some elements of the testimonies do not seem to correspond. I need to recheck a few things. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. No, not good. Any of the 3 staff members had the opportunity to kill Ratchet when Monsieur Michel wasn't watching the hallway. Et voilà.
怎么突然有箱子？应该是要我。哎，但这个动不了。哎，不小心，要转，要转。
It's still locked. I need to move the parts on the side.
不是，这边啊，只能等一下，这边。
It's still locked. I need to move the parts on the side.
然后这边出来了。啊，这边出来了之后，这边。没有出去。哦，有了。
An object that looks like a broken comma. It must be part of something else.
Thin.
Colteria Venezia. Sushi knives, razor sharp.
也猜得到了。
Sushi knives, razor sharp.
啊，这些都是 sushi knife。
Sushi knives, razor sharp. Sushi knives.
哦，也就是中间这把，一开始这把是凶器吧？
Colteria Venezia. Remind me of what you did when the train stopped in Venice.
No problem. I helped Hotaru load all of the food crates aboard the train. Hotaru had everything he needed, but I realized they forgot half of my order. I spent over an hour on the phone with the supplier, without success. I had to change the dessert menu for tomorrow.
I believe you're hiding the truth from me.
What makes you say that?
Michel saw Monsieur Maury carrying the crates of food alone. You weren't on the platform.
I did help Hotaru.
The entire time? He carried so many crates, his back was sore.
Ah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm guilty. I did leave him before we were finished, but I had to. There was no saffron he needed for a recipe. I volunteered to go into Venice and get him some. The Rialto market would be open late because of the carnival. He gave me money. I knew we weren't supposed to leave the train, but I only wanted to help. Mr. Mori can confirm this. Ask him. I saved dinner.
Oh, on behalf of my palate, I thank you. How long were you gone?
I left at 9:10 p.m. and was back with the saffron around 11. That's when I called my supplier for the items I was missing.
Miss Nielsen had almost 2 hours to buy the saffron, find a costume, kill Monsieur Wadi, elude Detective Locke, and make it back to the train for that phone call. Yes, it's possible that was enough time. Thank you, Mademoiselle Nielsen. That is all for now.
Sorry again, Mr. Poirot. I hope you enjoyed tonight's dessert.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Mori, but haven't you forgotten something? You haven't told me about the knives hidden in your room.
Ha! Yes, indeed. I forgot to tell you about those. They are my personal knives. I only use these knives. There are none better. I bought them all in Japan. No one is allowed to touch them except me.
不是啊，不是全部都是日本买。
I'm afraid you are better at sushi than lying.
What? What do you mean?
One of the knives has an inscription Coltelleria Venezia. Did you happen to go shopping tonight, monsieur?
Damn you, Poirot. Very well. One of my sushi knives has been missing since the night of the murder. I thought you were going to believe I killed Ratchet. He routinely sent back my dishes to be ruined. Why does God give rich people the money to afford the best cuisine, but not the palate to appreciate it? I panic. I know a very good store in Venice. I went to buy a knife to replace the one that had gone missing, so I wouldn't be accused. I assure you that I had nothing to do with any murders.
I would have an easier time believing you, monsieur, if you put that knife down.
Oh,
真的，
yes,
他一直拿着刀子。
Sorry.
What time did you leave on your little shopping trip?
I left around 9:30 p.m. I was back a little after 11. 11:15 p.m.
Time enough to stab
三
Monsieur
个都有
Wadi and
嫌
return.
嫌疑。
Very well, Monsieur Mori. That's all for now. If I have another question...
I'll be right here, cooking.
都有嫌疑。
That was easy.
"没有紧张啊，嘿嘿，我没有紧张。
What have you been doing, Poirot? I am completely in the dark.
I will shine some light on the situation, my friend. I have 3 new suspects who could have killed Ratchet and Monsieur Wadi. Miss Nielsen, Monsieur Fauché, and Monsieur Maury. They all had periods of time during both murders to commit the deed, and their alibis are weak. A visit to family, and not 1, but 2 shopping trips.
But... all are my employees.
Alas, yes, my dear Book. But we have no proof against any of them. None of the 3 appears to have any motive whatsoever.
But this is a tragedy.
Do not give up hope. We will catch this murderer. There is still one place that may hold the evidence we need.
Geneva.
Exact.
Do not give up hope? Well, that's easy for you to say. But what if it's Freya? What becomes of dessert? If it's Sotaru, who will cook? Me? And the worst, if it's Jean, who will serve the drinks?
I've been checking up on the Banque du Lac. I had to confirm my identity for Interpol, so they contacted my captain at the Berkshire Police.
I suspect he was not pleased.
That my vacation was actually an unofficial investigation? I'll say.
I would be happy to speak to him on your behalf.
Thank you, but he'll get over it. It's a chance to close the books on the Armstrong kidnapping. He stopped yelling, asked for a report, then granted me an extra week.
Excellent. What did you learn from Interpol about the Banque du Lac?
It's had a bad reputation for over a century. Customers have included the mafia, Nazis, corporate swindlers of every description, even heads of state.
It is true, this. It is the worst-kept secret in banking. They take advantage of the bank's strict policy of protecting the anonymity of its clients. This is in defiance of many laws from multiple countries, including Switzerland itself. Of course, I have never taken advantage of such a corrupt system.
That goes without saying, my friend.
There are ongoing investigations, subpoenas, court orders. The bank will eventually have to comply, or its assets may be seized. But until then, it still thrives, thanks to its wealthy and powerful clients.
It sounds perfect for the late Monsieur Ratchet. Do you have any ideas?
The serial numbers from some of the bills match those from the Armstrong kidnapping. We agreed in Venice that the bulk of the money must still be physically in the bank's vault.
I concur, Detective Locke. Exemplary work. So, our next task is clear. We need to get into Ratchet's safety deposit box.
There will be codes, passwords.
And Monsieur Wadi would, of course, have known them all. The bag of money he carried is proof of that.
We'll need to find information about Ratchet's box in Wadi's office at the bank.
Most assuredly, but remember the secrecy involved. I doubt his office will contain all we need. Where else must we dig?
保险商的资讯，去公寓。
Et voilà.
Mr. Wadi couldn't keep all of his secrets at the bank. Hopefully we'll find something in his apartment. We already have his address thanks to his passport, and his keys we retrieved from his body.
The train stops in Lausanne at 8 a.m. But that's far from Geneva. I can delay the departure until 11 a.m. No later. The police are expecting us in Paris by the end of the afternoon at the latest. They won't tolerate any delay.
The bank doesn't open until 9. I can see only one way that gives us a chance to be on time.
怎么去？搭船。
Ferries travel between Lausanne and Geneva, but it would take over 3 hours. We can't depend on finding a faster boat. Better to take a taxi and pray traffic is light.
分开吧。
The best thing is to separate. One of us searches his apartment, the other searches his office. To access the safety deposit box, we need to find the key, the box number, and the passcode.
Suppose you find all this. How do you plan to get into the vault?
搜查令是应该不行的，应该最可能就只能
We are going to use the bank's anonymity policy to our advantage.
And the quickest way is for you to impersonate Ratchet.
I would rather impersonate Jack the Ripper. But
the
in the interest of justice, I will do it.
We need to find the account number.
Along with everything else.
I will say I want access to the vault. They don't ask for papers or even names. The vault information is enough.
I'm not hearing any of this. I run a train company. I don't rob banks.
Perfect. Let's recap the plan.
去日内瓦，然后分开。搜寻，然后找相关资讯。假扮，汇合，假扮，然后搜寻他的方向上。
That's the right answer.
To sum up, we're going by taxi to Geneva. Then we'll split up. You're going to search Mr. Wadi's apartment. I'll search the office at the bank. When we have all the information we need, you pretend to be Ratchet, and we can finally find out what Ratchet is keeping hidden in his safety deposit box.
It sounds impossible.
Not for Detective Joanna Locke and Hercule Poirot.
We should get some rest.
You are right, Detective. We face our greatest challenge tomorrow. Together.
Together. We can find the secret. 感觉应该还要很久哎，我看到唯一一个评论说他用了15个小时才破关。
9 o'clock. Our driver did well. It took barely an hour to get here from Lausanne.
But we must conclude our business in 1 hour as well. Book can only hold the train until 11 o'clock.
1 hour to find the key of Ratchet's safety deposit box, the box number, and its passcode. A lot to ask.
Indeed, which is why we must split our forces. I will take the cab to Monsieur Wadi's address. You must search his office.
I have you on speed dial. And thank you, Mr. Poirot.
For what, mademoiselle?
For trusting me.
怎么找呢？他办公室。
You there. I have an appointment with Mr. Wadi.
Let me check. I'm sorry, I don't see any appointments this morning at all. Mr. Wadi hasn't even arrived yet, although he should be here by now.
要匿名还是说服？告诉他吧。
I'm Joanna Locke. I made an appointment with Mr. Wadi 2 weeks ago.
Madam, please. You must know in the Banque du Lac, all accounts are anonymous. Unfortunately, I cannot verify your identity.
Then you will forget I mentioned my name.
I already have.
Good. I'll wait in Mr. Wadi's office. I can't stand out here in public. If someone should recognize me, you understand?
Oh yes, of course. I'm sure Mr. Wadi will be here shortly. I can send him right in when he arrives. His office is this way.
这唯一一个是写 15小时。开门啊！开门啊！
I can't understand where Mr. Waddy might be.
You're right. I don't have much time at all.
Eh?
I'm taking a picture of it. I'll send it to Poirot. It might be useful to him. It's closed. Alice in Wonderland. Again. Mr. Waddy seems to have really liked this book.
San. 等一下，2、3、3、4、9、6、2。 一下，2、3、3。对，2、3、3、4、9、6、2、3、3、4、9。 6、2。
A souvenir Tower of Babel. Makes sense. We know that Mr. Waddy is from Iraq, and the ancient tower is said to have been built there.
感觉可以开耶。 感觉这个可以开，但是还没有线索。
Locked. I need the password. Maybe Poirot can help me. I managed to get into Wadi's office. I did a quick preliminary search. Everything is locked, including his computer. All I could find was a photo with a date on it. I just sent it to you. Maybe you can use it.
Thank you. That might help. I've just arrived at the apartment. I'll call you when I find something.
As quick as you can. I can't stay here long.
Ah, here we are. Let's see if the key I picked up in Monsieur Wadi's luggage in Venice will open his door. Great.
Great.
The key to the password is close. I can feel it.
12月约了，寄带50捆护照，红色眼睛给我，老样子改了密码，新的查看1865年旧版书第88页，94、91、94、96、98页啊。
That may be useful to Mademoiselle Locke or me. I'll take a photo.
什么来的 ？WiFi 巴别塔。哎，巴别塔，这是刚刚的巴别塔。显色，但是没有眼睛。这是巴别塔的那个拱门，跟很像。有人敲门呢。好可怕！为什么有人敲门？
A bizarre endgame to be sure, but I suspect checkmate is possible for white in 3 moves. Let's see.
谁敲门？
This computer won't give up its secrets easily. A Swiss and Arabic keyboard.
诶，刚刚那个照片，等一下，谁敲门啊？可怕哦！刚刚的那个88页，88页就3哦，91页。 91页4， 我怕等一下那个猫眼会直接死掉哎。98页，我忘记了，这个94页是9。哦，后面96页6。98页没有，98页没有。等一下88是3。哦。91页4 34。34962吧，应该是34962。等一下，我也打一下，我也打一下，免得自己忘记了。34962应该是。
A dart, a familiar projectile found in any pub in England.
Eh? 是要投到哪里？哦不，我不会西洋棋，他应该是要我投到其中一个，我就可以赢。B7 吗？
I think this belongs here.
Oh! 我知道了，他应该是要我去D5， 1、2、3、4。D5 A6 然后 D8 然后黑色的是 A8 放错了 D8 啦A8 A7 跟 B7。哦，开了，密码是34962吗？不是欸。那是2334 962，不对。
Staring at the clock won't help, Poirot. This could be the password to Monsieur Wadi's office computer. He must change it every month. It seems to have a logical sequence, but I need to find the one for December.
12月361070。361070。不对 Q 379664821713900824。哪个？34737喂，係，唔使啦，拜拜。没有小鱼，没有小鱼，笑死了。0824。还是 line 他，叫他，帮忙解一下这个规律，笑死。看一下它的规律。点。对，可以之后再。
I must admit I'm not right this time.
可以之后再解吗？这个？哪个？好难猜哟！3，你要切？我觉得不一定。374，查米西爹爹好像解出来了。 来，擦笔细爹爹，擦一下，斜着排下去。3、4、5、6、7、8，那这个是9，而7、8、9、0、1、0、1、2，那这个是3，对，应该，然后这个9、0、1、2、3、4，这个是5、6、7、8、9、0、1，我感觉对。
If that's the password to the computer in Monsieur Wadi's office, we still need to translate the Arabic characters. And there weren't any Arabic characters on the office computer's keyboard. We need to find out which keys these Arabic characters correspond to on a Swiss keyboard with its Latin characters like the one in Monsieur Wadi's office. That was easy.
还在敲。这个画拍下来，看有没有差别。看一下哦，刚刚。
This keyboard should help me translate this code.
对应的这个刚刚的是 R， 5，然后这个虫是 A， 然后这个是 P， 然后这个是 F， 3是 E。
Arabic is read from right to left, so the password must surely be read that way too. With any luck, this will unlock the computer in Monsieur Wadi's office. Let me text it to Miss Locke. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
小鱼边上班边做梦，笑死。好了，差不多，应该可以看。谁啊
Who are you? What are you doing in there?
I am Hercule Poirot. I am working with the police. You are Monsieur Wadi's neighbor?
谁啊
Yes, next door. I heard a noise. I thought it was Mr. Wadi who had come home. I don't know him very well. A delivery man left a package for him with me.
笑死。
I need some hard evidence to prove he's lying.
他住隔壁。
I see nothing to prove he's lying.
听到声音， 不熟。
You don't know your neighbor very well.
Yes, what of it?
他是
How
他照
is it that
片
Monsieur Wadi has a picture of you on his desk?
对啊，
There
他
is
照片
quite a family resemblance. You wouldn't be his brother by any chance.
Why are you going through his things?
As I told you, I am working with the police.
All right, yes. I'm his brother, Mehdi Wadi. Do you know where he is?
I am very sorry, sir, but I have some terrible news for you.
哥死
Your
了
brother has been murdered. You have my sincere condolences.
哦不，
Oh no. Aziz. My wife. My son. Their hearts will break. Everything he did was for his family. He brought us here from Iraq to give my son a better future. We can't go back.
哎，周公来了，托梦的小鱼。
Do not fret, Monsieur Wadi. I do not want to cause trouble for you and your family. I am here to catch his murderer. When did you last see your brother?
2 days ago. He was on his way to Venice. It was not a journey he was looking forward to. I knew something was wrong, but he promised all would be well soon. My son will be heartbroken. Aziz made a point of reading to Fadi every night so he could learn English. We hope to legally emigrate there one day.
Your son, Fadi. What did Monsieur Wadi read to him?
His favorite book is Alice in Wonderland. The nonsense of it all. Why?
It is the answer to a question I had. I believe your brother was a good man, forced for some reason to keep secrets, and that got him killed.
Sir, there is something else. Aziz left me a letter to open if anything should happen to him.
Could you show it to me?
Yes, I will get it.
你住对面而已。安全驾驶哦，专心骑车。弟弟有个人找上我，他用你和家人的性命要挟我做犯法的事。如果有一天我被杀害了，那个男人肯定是凶手。黎明把线索交给警方，告诉他们他在那个有保险商，他的银行账户是82664，他们会知道怎么说。所以账户号码是82664。先打一下82664。
It all makes sense. It's horrific. But to Ratchet, it would be just business as usual. At least I have Ratchet's account number, 82664.
82664.
Thank you for giving me this letter. Let me assure you, the man Ratchet cannot harm you. He was killed before your brother was.
Really? Who did it? The one you say hunted Ratchet?
Yes, without a doubt. I promise you I will find them.
Sir, we have no papers. The police...
Your secret is safe with me, monsieur.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now, I must go to my wife and son. Tonight, I will read to Fadi from Alice in Wonderland, and we will remember my brother.
哎，感觉不太伤心呢。
I need to notify Mademoiselle Locke that I have Ratchet's bank account number.
这个233 462不对，密码是什么？打过去看一下。
Ah, the peculiar habit some people have of displaying things on the door of their refrigerator. I've just sent a photo to you in case it might help you.
Thank you.
I texted Ratchet's account number to you.
Wonderful.
Did you receive my text? This must be the password to Mr. Wadi's computer.
I have it. Thank you.
好了，密码。
Help yourself, Joanna. You earned it.
密码是刚刚的 R5A1P9F3E。哎，不对耶，不对吗 ？R5A1P，哎，不，P9F3E，不对耶。 不对，上锁了。哦，刚刚线索。对，是解密的。密码应该会是刚刚的349662吗？12。
Ratchet's password. Here it is. That is a great detective job.
三爆僵尸，要3步里把他们3个黑棋听正确。 教法不会这个吗
Great.
先步步紧迫，然后
I don't need Mr. Poirot to tell me I'm wrong.
不对。 C8还是 C7？
Come on, Joanna. That's a rookie mistake. Great.
三步。
Oh, no, this isn't it. Think. No, I did something wrong. Great.
认点。
That is a great detective job.
对，那点。刚刚那个。它应该是刚刚提示，图片提示，等一下，巴别塔的那个线索在哪？啊，不见了巴别塔的线索。巴别塔线索。
Locked.
忘记巴别塔线索了。
Time is not on my side. It's closed.
没有，现在在跟那个都是新的，都是解密而已。新的都是解，他之前的没有，跟之前的剧情没有关联。我看一下刚刚那个房间冰箱的提示。冰箱的提示，冰箱的。他不是发我手机吗？笑死，真的。刚刚长皮系爹爹都是通灵解的。不对耶，等一下。哦，我知道了，这个上面的是拱门，然后一个正方形，两个圆形，一个正方形，两个正方形。喂，嗨。唔使住啦，拜拜。拱门，正方形，两个圆形，一个正方形，两个正方形。好，就是这样。两个拱门。一个拱门，一个正方形，然后两个圆形，一个正方形，两个正方形，对吧？对吗？还是这边？ 对，两个。再看一次，不对吗？一个正方形。最左边两个正方形，然后正方形在最左边，中间两个圆形，然后一个正方形。这样，它就是这个啊，然后这个。没错，然后呢？解啦！什么啊？哦，好了，钥匙耶！
A key. I wonder if it will fit the desk drawer.
EH27R 9K8。诶，好像有些纹路在那个上面。
Those indentations are from the sheet of the notepad that was on top. This is great. All those mystery movies I watched as a kid. I know what to do.
Ha.
I'll send a picture of this to Poirot.
So 所以不对吗？刚刚的密码。对，我 对耶，为什么？看一下对面的。
I sent you a photo of doodles I found on a notepad. I hope it can help you.
I hope so as well.
I think I've discovered Ratchet's safety deposit box passcode.
Well done, Mademoiselle Locke.
哦，也有可能。我尝试一下。
Mademoiselle Locke, how far along are you?
Still not very far, but I'm not giving up.
9
P E A 5 R。哦，对耶，阿堪，刚刚的阿堪是什么？刚刚的阿堪是8266，哎，82664。
The number of Ratchet's safety deposit box. At last, I should let Mr. Poirot know.
好了，保险号码是4346。不是啊，他余额是0哎，被拿出来嘞。
I was able to access Mr. Wadi's computer. I have Ratchet's safety deposit box number.
Excellent.
Excellent. 哦，会不会是这个？等一下哦。3、4、5、6、7。2、3、4。等一下，刚刚图案是什么？哦，1、2、3、4、8。好，开了，耶，钥匙。
It looks like a safe key to me. We finally found it.
耶，还有吗？好像结束了。打电话给他。打完了。
Good news. I have found the key to Ratchet's safe.
Perfect. We're running out of time. Do we have everything?
I have the key to the safety deposit box.
I have the number of the box.
And we have the passcode. I'm on my way. Time to rob a bank.
抢银行了。但是你
Sorry to keep you waiting. I haven't heard from Monsieur Wadi. You'll have to reschedule with him.
This is quite annoying. I'll have to reschedule.
Absolutely. I hope I have been of service.
You have no idea.
什么意思？
That was fast. We do this as planned?
Yes, I am, Monsieur Ratchet. But with the bank's questionable policy, I do not expect anyone to ask.
Right. Absolute secrecy regarding their clients. The last Swiss bank of its kind.
抢银行喽！他不会好奇我刚刚才来，然后现在带着一个可疑人物进来。
Aha! Golden mustache.
Golden mustache.
Madame, I still haven't heard from Mr. Wadi.
Well, we'll have to make do without him, now that my friend is here. It's his box we want to access.
And the clock is ticking. I trust there is no problem.
No, no problem at all. May I have your safety deposit box number?
4346.
May I see your key? Do you know your passcode?
Yes. Mademoiselle will be able to accompany me? No names, of course.
对啊，
I'll open the door. Go down the stairs. The guard will accompany you.
笑死，他直接帮我们进去。所以保险也不是很保险呢。哎。
Please leave your personal belongings in this bin and then go through the portal. I'll open it for you.
At last, we reach our goal.
来，密码是刚刚的34962。哎，不是开这边吗？
Now I will insert my key, if you allow.
Thank you.
哦，好做。
I'll be by the door should you need any assistance.
At last.
I suspect the effort will be worth it. This collection of various personal items. Do you know what they are, Detective Locke?
I do, Mr. Poirot. God help me, I do. Souvenirs. The trophies serial killers take from their victims to remind them of their kills. Ratchet wasn't just a kidnapper.
No, indeed. He was a monster.
他还
The one on the left. Ratchet.
Whoever he is with, their friendship seems over.
The build. The hair. It could be Noah, his partner in Daisy's kidnapping.
It appears they had a falling out.
MC. The real journalist Michael Clark. Ratchet would have needed to kill him to assume his identity. He took this ring as his trophy.
杀死了当时候一个记者，做绑架案的记者。
Another victim. Another trophy. A woman. We may never know her name. You were lucky, mademoiselle, when you met him at that cabin in the forest, alone.
How many victims do you think Ratchet had?
Too many.
这是
Another trophy. We may never know how many people he killed.
哇，实在太多人了吧 ？My best friend.
For every soul Ratchet claimed, even more are suffering.
诶，看一下，记一下这个样子。有点眼熟。
Diamonds.
A fortune. Crime does pay.
我以为是
mademoiselle. This
什么
time it was the
钢
criminal
珠
who
什么的，
finally
结果是
paid.
钻石，不像钻石。这是什么？
I wonder who this keychain belonged to. Certainly not Ratchet.
He knew the serial numbers on the banknotes could be traced. The rest of the Armstrong ransom money. The serial numbers match.
Another bracelet. Another victim.
Another trophy. And then there's the one that we already found, Suzanne's red glasses.
就杀了
4 years of investigation.
1、2、3、4、5、
It's all
6、
over.
7、8、9。
I finally have the
9人
last piece of
他
evidence that Ratchet was Daisy's kidnapper and murderer.
More than that, you have helped unmask a serial killer responsible for so many deaths.
But even with all this, we're no closer to solving Ratchet's murder.
On the contrary, mademoiselle, everything. It is coming together. Don't you agree, detective?
What?
The damaged photograph.
It could be Noah. You think Noah killed Ratchet for revenge?
The train.
What about the train?
I know how a killer could vanish without leaving a trace in the snow.
Wings?
Camouflage. The trophies.
伪装。
Poirot, we have a train to catch.
Not
Sunny.
just a train, Detective Locke. We have a
Sunny.
murderer to catch.
刚刚的战利品哪个可以伪装？好模糊啊！到底谁是杀手啊？
Poirot, enough! You have kept us in suspense ever since we left Lausanne.
Forgive me, my friend. Detective Locke and I needed the time to put the last pieces of the puzzle in their proper places.
I'll fill in where I can, but this is Mr. Poirot's show.
I confess I can't help, but I feel a certain déjà vu.
You are correct,
Déjà
Doctor.
vu.
We have been here before. However, without you, we wouldn't have been able to reach the true conclusion of this story. My friends, your attention, please.
所有谋
I
杀
hope
的。
you have finished your dessert. You have every right to think the solution to the murder of Ratchet is a closed book. You are wrong. I, Poirot, admit that I was wrong. There is a final chapter.
What in bloody hell?
What does he mean? Perhaps if we are silent, Monsieur Poirot will explain.
Most of us naturally expect a journey by train to proceed in an orderly fashion from station to station. But this journey has gone off the rails. A comfortable journey, which should have been restful, turned out to be quite a challenge for my little grey cells. I beg your indulgence.
应该
I
是
know it
真
will
的
be
最后了
painful,
吧？也
but
太久
I
了。
must update you on the strange turn the Ratchet murder investigation has taken. I had two hypotheses, as you recall. A stranger boarded the train in Vinkovsky, killed Ratchet, and then exited the train unobserved. That was the first possibility. The second solution gave us 12 jurors who condemned Ratchet to death for the kidnapping and murder of Daisy Armstrong. My friend, Book, properly chose the first solution for the authorities. However, thanks to Dr. Constantine here, a 13th stab wound was discovered, throwing that solution into disarray. Moreover, the words of a witness called into question the chronology of the night of the murder upon which the first two solutions were based. Detective Locke?
凶手，哪个目击者的供词让谋杀当晚的时间有了疑虑？这个
Michael admitted to having been absent several times during the night. His absence therefore gave multiple opportunities for a 13th murderer to slip into Ratchet's room before the other 12 jurors lined up to stab him.
You are saying the man Ratchet was when we...
Yes, you executed a man who was already dead. But there were other suspects that night.
Other suspects?
Who? They stand before you. Mr. Fauché, Mr. Maury, and Ms. Nielsen. And they all also had a hole in their stories about their movements that night. Mr. Poirot?
Most of you don't know it, but there was a second murder in Venice.
Mein Gott, another murder.
The victim was a man named Aziz Wadi, a banker in Geneva who was on the payroll of Ratchet. He looked after the money Ratchet obtained from the Armstrong ransom. Ratchet needed money and arranged to meet Mr. Wadi in Venice. One of these three knew about that money. Now, each of them had an alibi, of a sort. But if any of their alibis was a lie, that person had time to murder Monsieur Wadi. Monsieur Fauché, Mademoiselle Nielsen, and Monsieur Maury. One of you murdered Ratchet and Monsieur Wadi.
Are you kidding? I pour drinks for our guests. I don't murder them.
It's nonsense!
You are accusing me because of my knives?
But why would one of my employees kill Ratchet?
Daisy's death is 应该不是吧？如果是的话，他们应该认识。就是那个小朋友的死是那个第13个凶手的动机，但是他们12个人都互相认识，他应该会知道他们的计划。如果知道的话
The killer's motive for killing Ratchet was revenge, but not for Daisy's death. The motive for Aziz Wadi's murder was also revenge. Mr. Wadi was helping Ratchet.
Ratchet had an accomplice in the kidnapping named Noah. They kidnapped Daisy together. Ratchet stored the ransom money in a Swiss bank that protected anonymous clients. He forced Monsieur Wadi to watch over the money. Once enough time had passed, Ratchet felt it was safe to have Monsieur Wadi bring him cash whenever Ratchet needed it.
The serial numbers of the bills would still be in a file, but no one would be actively checking it.
Precisely. But Ratchet didn't just keep the ransom in his safety deposit box. There was something much worse. There was something much worse than Daisy's ransom money in that safety deposit box. During her investigation, Detective Locke found evidence proving that Ratchet was what is known as a trophy killer. He kept souvenirs of his crimes. We found trophies in the safety deposit box. There were others in a cabin Ratchet used in the Berkshire Mountains, including a beloved toy of little Daisy's.
If I'd have known that, I would have cut the bastard's head off.
连环杀人犯，他们杀了个连环杀人犯，两个承在的联系，且代表谋杀案的动机的误变。这个是不是那个服务人员啊？
I must admit I'm not right this time.
谁？等一下。这吗？
No, not good.
皮质手链。 No 啊，是记者吗？
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
No 啊的照片跟曾在联系并代表动机。
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
好模糊啊，到底是什么？
My little gray cells did not let me down. The bracelet found in the safety deposit box was also on Noah's wrist in a photograph. It's obvious Ratchet killed Noah, and therefore, at last, I can tell you with absolute certainty who the murderer of Ratchet and Monsieur Wadi is.
手链哦，这个啦，他手链应该是他吧？对啊，这个手链是他的啊。
Mademoiselle Nielsen has the same bracelet as the one found in the safety deposit box in Geneva. A trophy from a victim of Ratchet. Noah.
Having a similar bracelet doesn't prove anything.
Yes, that might be true. If there were not an inscription on it.
Mr. Poirot, you're right. The bracelet looks similar to mine, but I have no idea what the marks on it mean. I just like the design.
The marks are not random, mademoiselle. These are special bracelets. They are called Morse code bracelets. Because, well, you know why. The marks are Morse code. Happily, I learned Morse when I was a young man doing my service for the Belgian army.
哎，要解模式密码嘞。1、2、3，唱一段。一段。哦，个点，一个点，然后1、2、3。然后一点一横。
That was easy. On the bracelet found in Ratchet's safety deposit box was the name Freya in Morse code. Your first name. It belonged to your father, Noah. Noah Nielsen. Let's stop playing this little game, mademoiselle. What does yours say? Noah?
It says father. Ratchet. That bastard. He kept my father's bracelet as a trophy.
Thank you. I have to admit your timing for Ratchet's murder was perfect. Do you mind if I continue?
Would it matter? Go ahead. You've earned the right to crow.
I do not make bird sounds, mademoiselle. I take no pleasure in this. You drugged Ratchet's dessert to ensure he would be unconscious when you went to his room. You stole a knife from Monsieur Maury. If it was identified as the murder weapon, he would be accused. You knew Pierre Michel would leave the train for a smoke whenever it was stopped at a station. At Vinkovsky, you waited until he was on the station platform. Then, you carefully made your way along the first-class corridor to Ratchet's room. You entered Ratchet's room with the pass key, accessible to all employees in the crew quarters. You stabbed Ratchet at midnight.
But that knife, where is it?
Probably thrown out of Ratchet's window before the train left the station. A thorough search after the snow melts should turn it up.
My beautiful knife!
Then, you carefully returned to the crew quarters, replaced the passkey, and returned to your poker game. Et voila. The affair was not so complicated in the end. But what made the crime seem more complex? Well...
It was us.
Exactly. The 12 jurors who proceeded to carry out their far more complicated plan literally in the dark without realizing that the man was already dead.
Speaking only for myself, of course, but I believe we would have invited you to join us.
Ms. Nielsen, you killed Ratchet because he killed your father. Your motive is crystal clear. But why did you kill Aziz Wadi?
It's because of Aziz that my father died. My father knew Aziz was the only one with access to Ratchet's safe, so he convinced Aziz to steal the money from the safety deposit box. But Aziz was too afraid of Ratchet. Instead, he betrayed my father by reporting him to Ratchet. Obviously, Ratchet then murdered my father. Aziz was just as guilty of my father's death as Ratchet.
Ratchet was the worst of humanity. But Monsieur Wadi, if you knew his story...
My father is dead because of him.
I will not debate the point with you, mademoiselle. He had done nothing to justify his death. I do not see any extenuating circumstances that should allow you to escape justice. You will be arrested at the Gare de Lyon when we arrive in Paris.
Judge and jury are you, Monsieur Poirot? And you get away with it. It must be nice. But think of this. I know what you did. What you all did.
She's right. She could turn us all in.
Relax. Hector, is it? Your secret is safe with me. I'm not going to jail. Farewell, Poirot. Enjoy your victory.
Stop!
他要走了，他要逃了。
No, Freya, don't jump. You're going to die.
I've made my choice. We'll let fate decide.
No! She jumped off the train. Even if she hit the water, considering the height, I doubt she survived. And with this tunnel, either way, she's gone, Poirot.
是吗？对，他看着他在旁边跳下去。
I still can't believe what happened. 13 people took revenge on the same person. This investigation is so incredible. It almost looks like a detective story.
It would surely be a bestseller. It is true that this case will remain as one of the most important investigations of my career.
My only regret will be that I couldn't bring Ratchet to justice, but I can finally close this chapter of my life.
Your determination paid off. You can be proud of yourself.
I think we'll be arriving in Paris soon.
13个手续。
If you will pardon me, Detective Locke, I have to settle a few details with Monsieur Bouc before we arrive.
Please, go ahead.
I still can't believe Freya was the killer. She never even cheated when we played poker.
She used too much sugar.
Nonsense! Her desserts were divine!
Unfortunately, her actions were not so divine.
There you are, my friend.
Bouc, I have a favor to ask.
Anything.
When we arrive in Paris, will you speak to the police? I would rather keep a low profile.
But why?
Bouc, my first solution was incorrect.
Nonsense. The nuttier the mystery became, the greater your brilliance.
Please.
Very well, if you insist.
I want to thank you, gentlemen, for your service. The cuisine. Under difficult conditions, you surpass the reputation of the Orient Express.
That is true. I look forward to seeing you again abroad, Monsieur Poirot. I promise, not all of our trips are this eventful.
Princess Dragomirov would like a word with you, Monsieur Poirot. It is important. She is waiting for you in her compartment.
When a princess summons me, how can I refuse? Mademoiselle Debenham et Captain Arbuthnot, allow me to congratulate you on your upcoming nuptials.
I hope you won't be too disappointed if you're not invited.
Archie, really? Thanks to Mr. Poirot, there will actually be a wedding.
As you say, my darling. Sorry, old man, and thanks for everything, including finding my train ticket.
Count Andrigny, how is the Countess?
Much better now that it's all over. I misjudged you, Poirot.
And I you.
There is something else.
About my wife, you should know. Why I am so overprotective.
She is pregnant.
You are quite the detective.
Actually, Dr. Constantine told me. She admitted as much when he was attending to her.
If it's a girl, we are going to name her Daisy. If it's a boy,
Hercule?
he'll be stuck with Rudolph. It's a family tradition.
I wish you and all of your family much happiness.
Thank you.
My daughter, my great friend, and I wanted to talk to you one last time. I speak on behalf of the entire Armstrong family, as well as those close to us. You have shown compassion. We know your reputation, and we understand that your choice was not easy for you. We are all the more grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations, my dear. You managed to say the word thank you. Although he did manage to put us through quite a lot.
You have given us all closure and some peace of mind.
You should know that I regret nothing. If this Freya Nielsen person had not been involved, I would have done it again.
Someone told me the Stalinists were frightened of you. I believe them.
The country of my birth breeds its share of brutes and bullies, but also some of the greatest intellectual and artistic minds the world has ever known. I pray that one day we will again be remembered for that.
I share your hope, Princess.
And of course, with the real murderer of that man out there somewhere, we are no longer guilty of much. Correct?
Princess, don't push your luck too far. If you'll excuse me, I have some packing to do. Ladies?
应该没有谜题了吧？这只是整理一下，交代一点后续吧。就是有人会结婚，然后为什么他这么保护他妻子？是因为他妻子怀孕了。
At the end of this investigation, I still have my doubts. Did I make the right choice with the 12 self-proclaimed jurors?
放他们走正不正确？他们杀了一个已经死掉的连环杀人犯，只能算是伤害尸体证据，但是构不成那个谋杀罪名，所以应该是正确吧。
Yes, it was the right thing to do. As for Mademoiselle Nielsen, what would I have done if she had not escaped?
Mm, 如果他没有跳火车的话，我会逮捕他吗？会逮捕他吧。
Is it justice to let the 12 go free but have Mademoiselle Nielsen arrested? A vast question indeed.
就是他，我觉得他应该会被轻判吧，毕竟他杀的是。
Judges often take motive into consideration when deciding the sentence for a crime. You are not a judge. Your job is to establish the facts, which you have done. The case has been solved. Another already awaits you. It is the reason you were on this train. It is time. Time to move on.
will travel with us again, Monsieur Poirot.
No problem. Monsieur Poirot, I spoke with my associates. I convinced them to give you a deal on our new Firenze SUV. No need to thank me. It's the least I could do.
That is very generous, but no, I do not drive.
You don't? What? But it's electric. It's good for the planet.
I am good for the planet, as long as I don't drive.
I don't understand. He refused. Yes, that's it.
Another golden moustache to treasure.
Poirot is a nasty man. I
wonder where Princess Dragomirov's bird can have heard that. Have you lost something? May I help you?
Oh, Mr. Poirot, you have done so much already.
What is it you have lost?
My friends, we are traveling to Poland to help with children. We were to meet at an information booth. But where do I get information on how to find an information booth?
There is, I believe, an information booth just inside the main terminal.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are a great detective.
And you, madame, are a good soul. I will miss this train.
Sleeping car.
Hey, Poirot. Say, have you seen a scruffy little guy in a green trench coat?
I cannot say I have. Why?
He's my next case.
Another case? That was indeed fast.
The detective's gotta eat. You know what I mean.
I have some idea, yes.
Suspected embezzler. Traveling east. Not on the Orient Express. Say, you wouldn't be interested in teaming up, would you? Some good money in it.
I have had enough of trains for a while, thank you.
Okay, suit yourself. Mr. Poirot, Mr. McQueen here thinks he may know an attorney in the Berkshires who might need a gentleman's gentleman.
He's old school English. I think the clock stopped for him in 1934.
I hope it works out for you, Monsieur Masterman. What about you, Monsieur McQueen?
Well, back to law school for me, following my father's footsteps. We can take the train to St. Pancras, then the Piccadilly line to Heathrow and check out some flights.
Might as well. We're already packed.
I wish you both bonne chance.
Ah, Poirot. Mission accomplished. I have reported to the police that Freya Nielsen killed Hatchet and that she escaped. They're issuing an international arrest warrant. There's a canal that runs alongside the tracks where she jumped from the train. But they say there's little chance she survived. The police have questioned all of the passengers and crew, so for now, they are free to leave.
I gave them the results of my preliminary autopsy, and they have the report from the Venetian authorities. They were arguing about jurisdiction when I left.
Thank you, Doctor. You have been of inestimable help.
A fascinating case. I'm pleased I could assist you.
Mr. Poirot, it seems our paths part here. It was an honor and a pleasure to work with you.
And I am with you, Detective Locke. The case would have been impossible without your tenacity and dedication to finding the truth. You also proved to be an able con artist in Geneva.
You too. Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you.
And I shall always treasure our collaboration.
我以为他会亲亲你，结果没有。
What's that? I'm hungry. Let's go to the Wagon Rouge restaurant. They make an excellent leg of lamb.
But it's only 5:34 p.m. Is food all you really think about, my friend?
I'm the one inviting you. You've well deserved it.
I'm warning you, I'm not going to obtain for you a secret recipe this time.
Poirot, they make a chocolate mousse that is so creamy. It must have a secret ingredient in it.
The last recipe came from a murderer.
But it was sublime.
哦，终于完结了。咦，怎么还有？这是什么？蛋糕，还有一封信。Fred 203. White haven't mentioned London.
Dear Poirot, I didn't really have time to say goodbye when we parted. I thought I had beaten the greatest detective in the world, but you unmasked me. I still had my revenge, though. I even managed to help myself to a small amount of cash from Waddy's bag before you interrupted me in Venice. It will be enough to settle somewhere in a quiet little town where I will create delicacies for appreciative clients. You won't hear from me again, nor will Book get any more of my recipes. Oh, and one last thing. You may not think so, but I truly believe Ratchet and Waddy got their just desserts. Regards, F.
You, mademoiselle, are entirely too pleased with yourself. You give clues no one could follow, unless they are Hercule Poirot.
Oh. 结束了，最后那个女生也逃了。完结，撒花，3个多小时，差不多了。